Welcome to the online lecture series on harmonics. Today we will discuss about something very important, that is the principle of operation of harmonic filters. We will discuss the principle of operation of passive filters as well as the operation of active filters. Now, in the previous few lectures, we have gone through various mitigation techniques through which harmonics can be eliminated from the system. We have seen that if high pulse converter operation, we have also seen the operation of zigzag transformer, and we have also seen the operation of phase shifting transformer, so that the harmonics can be either reduced in the system or they can be fully eliminated from the system. A very important practical implementation of harmonic filters is seen in both power system as well as in power electronics. Now, the difference between these two operations are that power system operations, which is transmission and distribution operation, usually go for harmonic filters which are passive in nature. What do you mean by passive? Passive means that you are using basically the L and C components of inductance, with L and C components with few or less amount of resistance. That means predominantly the filters are made up of L and C because they are lossless element, and to increase the damping into the system, the R is subsequently introduced. So now, since we are talking about few weeks on harmonics, so this is all trivial, that non-linear loads produce harmonics, that we already know, and these harmonics travels into the system. So the ultimate aim of a harmonic elimination remains that we need to give a path to the harmonic, either through a branch like LNC, which can also act as a filter, or by another means. Either the harmonics should get a path so that it does not go into the line current, or it should be cancelled out or eliminated out. That means the vector sum of two of the harmonic components should cancel out, as happened in the phase shifting transformers. So harmonic filters are broadly classified as passive and active filters. What do you mean by passive filters? I already told you, are made up of passive elements, usually L and C. They are popular in use in your power system applications because of their greater reliability. Now, active filters are basically used in power electronics applications. Why power electronic applications? Because power system applications require very high rating devices. So it is not sometimes it is not possible to use active filters, because active filters use op-amps, op-amps or BJT or some switching device, IGBT, DC to DC converters, all can act as active filters with some L and C. Obviously, the L will remain, the C will remain, but there is along with L and C there is some switching device which is already involved. So the operation of this switching device and the control of this switching device will lead to the harmonic elimination from the system. That means if the switch is properly controlled, then we can eliminate harmonic by using the active filters. So passive filters are very simple. They are made up of passive components. A combination of passive components is tuned to the harmonic frequency that is to be filtered. Okay. For example, this is a power source from where the source current IS is flowing, and this is the harmonic current source. That means here your nonlinear load is connected. Okay, let me write it correctly. So for example, this is your source current which is coming, this is the filter. Okay, this is the filter, and this is the harmonic current source. That means here your harmonic load is there. That means this is the non-linear load. Now, if it is a non-linear load, then obviously it will be producing harmonics. So that means we want that this harmonic current IH should not go or should not disturb the source current. That is the objective that we have in all of the applications. We want that the harmonic current on the load side should not go into the source side, because then the source current will be distorted and ultimately the source voltage Vs can be distorted. So we want that both of these things should not happen, that Vs and Is should not be distorted. That means that this harmonic current should get a path here. Now in previous now focus on this component, which is a C component. Suppose L is not connected, and only C is connected. Okay, if L is not connected, only C is connected. Let us suppose that only C is connected, not L is not connected and only C is connected. So what does this mean? If only C is connected, that means it is only for voltage stability. Voltage stability that we have already seen in the case of induction furnace. We want voltage stability. If L is not connected, only C is connected. But we have also added some amount of L into the system. So what we have seen, we have converted your capacitor, which is already there in the system for power factor correction and voltage stability, with some L, so that this branch may act as a harmonic filter. That means most of the time your C, which is already available in the system, will be connected with some amount of L and C, so that this branch acts as a harmonic filter. Okay. So what does the principle of operation say? Principle of operation says that any harmonic current which is coming into the system will have a higher frequency component. Okay, will have a higher frequency component. That means it will have frequency component greater than 50 hertz, integral multiple of 50 or 60 hertz, if we are considering only not interharmonic components but only harmonic component. That means if it is a harmonic current source, it may have 150 hertz or 250 hertz or any 350 hertz components, if we are considering the predominant third, fifth and seventh harmonic. So if this branch, okay, if this branch in the system, this branch which is shown here, if this branch of the system comes into resonance, okay, comes into resonance for that particular frequency which has to be eliminated. That means if the fifth harmonic frequency is to be eliminated, then if n times XL is equal to 1 over n times omega C, then for fifth harmonic current, this branch will act like a short circuit. That means it will be giving a very low impedance to that. This branch, whole branch will be acting as a short circuit for fifth harmonic. The condition is that this equation should be satisfied, that is NXL is equal to 1 over n times XC. If this is satisfied, then this point is achieved. That means this is the frequency of this is the series resonant frequency of this branch. Okay, so that means fifth harmonic, if it is coming into the system and the branch is resonated by this formula, that means if 5 times XL, you have designed it like this, that 5 times XL is equal to 1 over 5 times XC, then this branch will act as a short circuit and all of this harmonic current will go into the ground and it will not be reaching to the your source. Now if you want another, obviously L and C values cannot be changed every time. Okay, L and C values cannot be changed every time. So suppose this branch is for fifth, then for seventh you can add another branch L and C. So for seventh it will be having this formula, that 7 times XL is equal to 1 over 7 times XC. Okay, so that means this is for fifth branch, this is for seventh, and similarly you can add different branches for different harmonics, so that whatever predominant harmonic is coming into the system may get eliminated from the system. Okay, so this is how the passive filter work. It works on the principle that the impedance offered by this branch, okay, this branch which is shown, which is a harmonic filter branch, this branch should be high for all other frequencies. For example, if you see, it is high for all other frequencies. That means the 50 hertz current will not be coming out from this. It will be acting like a, for a fundamental, it will be acting like a open circuit. For harmonic current, it will be acting like a, the branch will be acting like a short circuit. So why short circuit? Because at this particular frequency, the impedance which is shown by the branch is very small, so the current gets passed through it, and it does not go into this part, that is the, it does not distort the source current. The source current remains free. Okay, so typically we have this kind of configuration. You know, we have a three-phase system. So three-phase system may have one capacitor, two capacitor, three capacitor connected in delta, which is for power factor correction and providing leading bars to the system. Now this can be converted to a filter by connecting L into the system. Okay, so the equivalent circuit looks like this. And you see, if the filter, if it is only capacitor, okay, then it is having these types of characteristics. Okay, it is having these types of characteristics. It is not having any minima. What we want is a minima. So when it is connected in, when it is for example, if this is a delta, then you can also connect into star. So it will be having this kind of configuration. Okay, the filter was already there, the capacitor was already there. What we have done, we have connected a inductor to it. We have connected a inductor to it. So basically each of the branch C and L combination acts as a filter. Now when it is converted into a filter, the advantage we get is that we get a minimum. At some point we get a minima, and this minima is the minimum impedance which is offered by this branch to a particular harmonic. For example, you know that this is giving minimum impedance very close to the fifth harmonic. That means if it is properly designed, the fifth harmonic will be eliminated from the system. Otherwise, if you are using only capacitor, then capacitor will not be enough to have a, to behave like a harmonic filter. Okay, capacitor will not be providing that minima to a particular frequency. It may provide for some of the higher order harmonics, the impedance may get less, but we want for a particular harmonic to be eliminated, we want this minima. So till the point this minima is coming, we want this minima till the point is minima is coming, that means your filter is working fine. Suppose you have to design a filter for very close to seventh harmonic, then this types of characteristics is needed. This type of characteristic is needed. Okay, so this is this filter maybe is for fifth harmonic, this is for seventh harmonic, and similarly you can have for ninth harmonic and so on. The characteristic should have a minima. Okay, if it is not having a minima, then you cannot eliminate that harmonic. Okay, so usually it is not designed at particular 5 frequency. That means XL, n times XL is not 1 over n times XC. So n is not taken exactly as 5, because you see, one thing you can also observe, that before that frequency, this is the frequency which we want, that at which frequency the your harmonic will be eliminated. But before that frequency there is a very sharp rise also, so this is known as the parallel resonance. So the tuning should happen only at this. Okay, for example, if fifth harmonic is coming, so a fifth harmonic is coming, should not this part of the curve, this part of this filter, this part of the filter should not get into resonance with the at this particular frequency. Okay, that means it should always whenever this frequency will come, the filter should be at this point, okay, this point which I have circled up, very close to 5. It should not shift here, otherwise what will happen, the magnitude of impedance is very high at this point, and it depicts a your parallel resonance property. So it should be very close to 5 but not exactly 5. Okay, so this part of the curve should be avoided, this part of the curve which goes to the high impedance, otherwise the harmonic will not be eliminated. You see the impedance is high, okay, this is 20 times. So if your you have not designed your frequency components properly, and your frequency has shifted here, the notch frequency has shifted here, then the impedance will get high and the harmonic will not be eliminated. In fact the problem can be aggregated also, exaggerated also. So that means this passive filters design is very simple. You can have LNC components and you can design accordingly. Okay. So the values of inductors and capacitance are chosen to low impedance path. So this is what I have already told you. Due to the lower impedance of filter in the components to impedance, the harmonic currents will circulate between load and filter. This keeps harmonic current of the desired frequency away from the source. This I have already told you that it keeps away from the source. One thing is there. One thing also is there which you should note. One thing is also there that you should note, that a particular branch of filter will, a particular branch of filter, for example this is the branch of the filter, a particular branch of the filter will only eliminate one harmonic. So this is the disadvantage of filters, will only eliminate a particular harmonic. That means if you are using only one branch, so one branch for one harmonic, okay, one branch for one harmonic. So this is the disadvantage of passive filters. Passive filters are having the disadvantages that they are bulky, okay, that they are bulky. This they have their own reactive power requirements. For example, Q, L and C will have their own reactive power requirement. So they are bulky, they are having their own reactive power requirements, and their size is large. Okay, you have very big sizes harmonic filters, as I would like to show you before moving forward. What does it look like? Let me so one thing has to be noted, that the passive filters are simple to use, but they are having few disadvantages also. Okay, it's not that the passive filters are there for only. So this you can see that the disadvantages I would like to point, it is high cost, increased size, and this is usually one filter is required for only elimination of a particular harmonic, and the other thing is that it can have parallel resonance also. It could have parallel resonance also. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of the system. Okay, so in many applications, in drive applications and other, for example, this is the passive filter which is connected to 5th and 7th filter, so that whatever working is there, the harmonic should not go into the line side. Okay, as you can see, the harmonic should not go into the line side. Okay, so this is also a VFD, variable frequency drive, 18 pulse. It is also acting like a filter for higher order harmonics. Okay, now we are coming to the active filters. So active filters, okay, so we will stop here and then we will move to the active filters in a next slide. Thank you.